Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back to day two. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Cynthia and Christine and Melissa and Kate, Puebla, Steph, Trina, Cheryl, Mary, Amy, Trina, Sharon. Did I say your name right? Pueb, Puebele? I'm probably totally
No,
butchering it.
it's
I'm
Jubilee. I don't know why it
Pue,
defaulted to that.
Booble. God, right? I'm like, I know I'm totally gonna
Yeah,
butcher that.
I'll change it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Mary. How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you.
Hi,
Good to see
Cynthia.
you.
Hi, and we've got another Cynthia popping in here. Okay, we are diving into day two today. And let's just give people a chance to get in here. We've got people popping in left and right. If you are in the Facebook group, definitely pop in to the Zoom room. That is the best way that I can help you because when we're in the Zoom room, I can actually answer any questions. And let me also go ahead and we'll spotlight that. Awesome, awesome. And we've got Nicole and we've got Heidi joining. This is fantastic. We've got such a great group here, you guys. I hope you enjoyed yesterday. Yesterday was an overview of how we build a profitable and a sustainable business. And I kind of gave you an overview of the things that we wanted to focus on. And we're going to dive in deeper into each one of them. And so, again, if you are here for the first time, if this is your first day, even though this is day two, don't worry about it. We sent everybody the replay page. So the replays are going to be up for about 2 weeks. So if you hear something on any of these that you want to go back to it. It's awesome. Like you've got 2 weeks to kind of take notes, go back to it. If you're like, how did she say that thing again? Awesome. Go back to it. It's there for you. We're here. I want you to succeed. I want you to take away value. My intention is that you walk away with implementable, practical things that you can do to start getting your business growing. That's more valuable than many of the programs that you've probably paid for. So that's my intention here. And for those of you that don't know me, I am Chris Williams. I am a soulful business and leadership coach, and I help women start their businesses, their health coaching, their life coaching, their spiritual coaching, their functional nutrition coaching businesses, get them to their first 6 figures, and then either stay there if they want or scale into multiple 6 figures. So my specialty is really helping women grow, lead, and scale a business from an empowered state of being. So I also blend neuroscience in there as well. So we have a little of science happening with the way that our mind works, which is what we're going to dive in today. Because it doesn't matter what strategy I give you, if you are in doubt, if you are in fear, if you are in scarcity, then it's going to be really, really hard to implement any strategy. And some of you might have actually, seen that. So we're going to talk a little bit about claiming our energy, claiming who it is that we are, being really, really clear about why we're doing what it is that we do, because that's going to create a feeling of confidence and certainty for the work that we're doing, right? Because confidence and certainty has to come from inside first. In order for anybody to want to work with us in the first place, they have to know that we are feeling confident and certain in the way that we get to help people. So we're going to dive into that today. And if you need your workbook, if you don't have your workbook, you can also find that on the replay page. And if you haven't booked your holistic growth audit yet, go ahead and do that with me. It is my way of just leading with value and helping you create wins. I will guide you to even specific days based on our conversation that are going to help you get the most value because look, life happens and you might not be able to make all of the days. But if you do, definitely pop in here in the chat because I am giving away a half day VIP session with me specifically to help you get your business going. So at the end of this series of trainings, if you have shown up every single day, you not only are going to walk away with amazing freebies that we're giving to help you build and grow your business, but you're also going to be entered to win a half day VIP day session with me. So, yeah. So, what I'd like everybody to do now, since I think we got everybody in, is pop something in the chat. That's important because that lets us know that you're here. And so, what we do is we're actually keeping a list of everybody who's here. So, we want to make sure that we don't miss anybody So when you comment in the chat, that is going to help us know that you're actually here. So my assistant Jenny can say, these are all the people that showed up for day 2. And we can make sure that we put you guys in the hat for the winning. Trina from Utah. Welcome, Trina. Amazing. So let's dive in. I am super, oh good, Paige is excited for day 2. Yay, me too. I love teaching this, you guys. This is so much fun. Also, I wanted to just give you a brief recap. Again, for those of you that don't know me, I started my business way back in 2012 after going through a divorce, 17 years, stay-at-home mom, homeschooling kids, totally crunchy granola, community garden. My kids climb in the trees. They learned their letters out of bread dough. Like, yep, I really did the thing. We made homemade granola. We did the homemade granola thing. We dug in the creek. We played in the mud. We did all of the fun things. And yeah, oh, good. Tara's like homeschooling also. Yes, so much fun. And after 17 years of a marriage that just was not working and breaking down, I had to figure out what it is that I wanted to do. And I decided that I could either go back into corporate, which is what I did pre-marriage, or I could continue to do what it was that I was doing while I was homeschooling my kids, which was in the wellness area. So I taught yoga, I taught meditation, I was very much into nutrition. That's why we had a community garden. And that was really important to me. So I decided that I was going to go back to school and get a massage therapy certification. For some reason, I thought, yeah, I can make some money doing massage. And it's not that you can't, it's that it was challenging. I was literally doing $12 massages through Groupon to try to create some income as a single mom with 3 kids. So I know what it's like to start with nothing. So for those of you that think, well, yeah, all of this is easy for Chris because she has the business. I'm here to tell you I didn't have the business. Okay. And that is also, though, what is going to allow me to help you even more because I know what it's like to start from scratch. I know what it's like not to have the funds. I actually know what it's like to be stuck at a gas station trying to get my 3 kids home and not have any money in my checking account or credit cards and have to ask my mom to wire me money to fill the gas tank up. That's how bad it was. So I'm here to tell you that you can be in that situation. Hopefully none of you guys are in a situation as bad as that, but I'm here to tell you that you can go from someplace where you're really struggling to having an amazing business. Because what I've learned over the years has helped me create over $2.5 million in my business. So I'm going to share with you what I know works and not just what worked back then, but what is actually working now as well to build and grow a business without needing to trade your integrity, without needing to try to do all the bro marketing or try to convince or persuade or manipulate people in order to buy from you. We're going to focus on the specific things that are really, really important to focus on so that you can not just make money. We're not here just to make money. And by the way, it's not all about the money, right? The money allows us to have choice. The money allows us to have freedom to do different things, right? So for me, I had to take care of 3 kids. Money allowed me to take care of my 3 kids. It allowed me to, purchase a car that was actually working, right? It eventually allowed me to put my kids through school without having to take loans and then take them on amazing trips like go to Iceland and France and all these really cool things, right? So this isn't about money per se. Yes, we want to have a wealthy business. We want to be well, but we also want to be well in our body, mind, and spirit so that we can show up for the things that really matter. Okay, so one of the things that I do want to talk about, which is really, really important, which is in alignment with what we're going to talk about today, is allowing yourself to receive for your services, right? If we don't allow ourselves to actually receive for our services, if we are afraid to charge for our services, it is like having a foot on the gas pedal and the brake at the same time. We will not go anywhere in our business. Okay. And you can't have a business if you don't have paying clients. And you can't have paying clients if you are afraid to charge. Okay. So again, it doesn't need to be, oh my gosh, it's not about the money, so I'm not going to charge. And it doesn't need to be, it's all about the money, so I'm going to charge crazy prices. This is a both and. In order for you to do good things in the world and to share what it is that you are doing and actually help people, you have to allow yourself to receive for the effort and the energy that you've given. And every single one of you here has invested money in your certifications. Every single one of you, probably in multiple. Probably in multiple. Anybody else here have more than one certification? I probably have 57. Right? Yeah. We are here because we want to share, we want to serve. So I want you to just realize that the days of the starving healer are over. Okay? We do not need to be starving healers. And here's why. I want you to think about this in terms of your own health and wellness. If you are constantly giving to others, you are not going to be well enough long term to actually be happy and healthy in your own life, right? If you don't give yourself some time to recharge, if you don't give yourself time to actually do more things, then you are not going to actually be able to be effective at the things that you want to do, like be a great mom or be a great spouse or be a great coach or, be a great whatever it is that you want. Okay. So we absolutely get to have an amazing business that pays us well. And when we allow ourselves to receive, we can actually give more. We can actually give more. So the way that looks is up to each and every one of you. For me, I am really big into women's empowerment. So in 2020, I actually gave away $20,000 to women who were struggling to build and grow their business. And that was really important to me. Now, if I did not allow myself to receive, I wouldn't have had that $20,000 to give. I wouldn't have been able to give and share my resources. Okay. So when we allow ourselves to receive, money is currency. We also allow the money to flow so that we can support the causes and the things that are really, really important to us. Okay. And we all have different things that are important to us. Food security is also a really big one for me. So, I donate every single month to a food pantry here in Charlotte. That's really, really important to me. So, again, that only comes when we actually are making income in our business. We can't give what we don't have, right? We don't have a business. We have an expensive hobby if we're not allowing ourselves to actually charge for our services. Okay. So, number one is I want you to decide today, right now, that you are here to build a business that feels good to you. Okay. Not an expensive hobby. If you're here to build an expensive hobby, you're in the wrong place. I'm not your coach. Okay. Because I will hold you accountable to what it is that you say that you want. Okay. I do not want you wasting your money. If you really just want to build an expensive hobby and you're just here for information and not here to do something about it, I'm really not the coach for you because I am here to help you make a greater impact in the world. And if you don't have clients, you're not impacting lives. Okay. So if you are here to build a business, I want you to pop in the chat, biz, B-I-Z, just pop in the chat, biz. And that's your step one of saying, I am claiming this right now that I'm here to actually build a business that is going to do both. It's going to allow you to receive and serve and take care of your family and do all of the other things that money allows us to have freedom for, and change lives in the process, make our world a happier, healthier place. Right? Can I get an amen? Melissa, can I get an amen? Right? Yes. How would it feel if we allowed ourselves to do that without feeling guilty? Right? Without being like, oh my God, I can't charge. Because here's the truth, you guys. When we say we can't charge, really we're making it about us. We're not making it about them. When we are not charging for our services, we are making it about our discomfort and we are prejudging what somebody else values. Okay. So step one is aligning to the energy of abundance. And if you are afraid to charge, you are aligning with the energy of scarcity, not abundance. How do I know? Because if you're afraid to charge, it means that you believe that you are taking something away from somebody and you're not actually benefiting and giving somebody something in return. And that's scarcity. Thank you, Cynthia. Biz and amen. Yeah. So we get to choose abundance no matter what else is happening out there, right? It doesn't matter what's happening in the world. We actually get to choose abundance no matter what anybody else chooses, right? I get to choose to be in the energy of generosity and abundance, even if my husband is freaking out, right? I get to do that because we are in charge of our feelings and our thoughts what we've got, what we're focused on up here, are going to create our feelings, our emotions, which are then going to have us take action, inaction, or we're going to react to the world, which is ultimately going to create a results. Okay. So if we take a look at it that way, whatever result we've got going on in our business right now, we can actually reverse engineer and go, what are the thoughts that I was thinking that are causing me to feel a certain way, that are causing me, what are the actions that I'm taking or not taking that are creating my result today? Okay. And I know just by asking you those questions, I can guarantee in about 15 minutes, I will know exactly what's going on with you and what pieces we're missing. What pieces are we missing? Are we missing being visible? Are we missing allowing ourselves to receive? Are we in an energy of scarcity, or are we in an energy of abundance? Are we in an energy of self-doubt? Right? So step one is that we get to claim that we are building a business. And I would love everybody who wants to be a six-figure coach or more to pop 6 figures in the chat. Before you can be a six-figure coach, and look, even if you don't like that term, look, I have a lot of clients that are like, I don't like that term. It's okay. It's just a term, right? If you want to make 6 figures in your business, great. If you don't, but you want to make an income that serves your family, great. But we have to claim that first. We have to claim that first. We have to be in the energy of belief that that is possible for us first. And I want to give you an example of that. When I was first being a massage therapist, when I was going to massage school, in order for me to actually have a massage business, I actually had to, number one, believe that I could make money as a massage therapist, right? And because I believed that, I actually went to school to get the certification so that I could do that, which was an action, right? Which then led to a result, which is, okay, I've got my certification, and then what's next? So when we first claim that we can actually do the thing, it is going to lead us to take different steps. Okay. Which, again, the steps are important, right? Action is important, but actions only come from the energy that we are feeling and experiencing first. So one of the things that I did when I was building or growing my health coaching business, and I shared this yesterday, was I claimed that every single month was a 10K month. Right? That was just a milestone for me. I'm like, January is a 10K month, February is a 10K month, March is a 10K month. Even if it wasn't, I said that it was. And I allowed myself to show up in the world as if, as a 6-figure coach, what would a 6-figure coach do? What would she do? What would she think? What would she say? Right? She certainly wouldn't be hiding behind her computer. She certainly wouldn't be afraid to actually invite people to work with her, right? She would actually be taking some specific actions. And even if you don't know what those actions are right now, that's okay. We can actually ask ourselves, what would somebody who is already making 6 figures in their business, and what would somebody who already has consistent clients coming in, what would they do? What would they do? Right? And then what are the thoughts that we're thinking that are going to allow us to have the feeling? This is something that I call our daily alignment practice. We do this inside of Activate Abundance Academy. It is critical to your success because your mindset is going to create 80% of your success. It's just like the saying, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. And so my mantra was, she believed she could, so she did. After my divorce, that was what I relied on. She believed she could, so she did. And so step one is you have to believe. You have to believe, even if you can't see the end result. That's okay. But we have to first believe, because when we believe, guess what happens? Ideas and opportunities that lead to abundance, that lead to connections, that lead to collaborations, that lead to clients open up. It's amazing how it happens, but it has to start from that belief, because that belief actually creates an energetic resonance. Okay, I know it's a little woo, but let's get sciencey here instead of woo here. Amy's like, no, give me the woo. So, when I believe, right, that is going to create an experience of confidence, right? When I believe I can do this, I'm going to feel more confident, which means that energetically, when I'm feeling confident, I'm going to start, my brain is actually going to start looking for things in my world to support the belief of confidence, right? To support the belief that I can do this, right? If I'm in the energy of fear or doubt, or I don't know if I can do this, or this isn't going to work, or nobody can make this happen, or it's been too much, or whatever it is, that's scarcity. And my brain will actually, and this is the science, the reticular activating system of your brain will search for your environment to support your belief. Okay, we call this the thought model. It was actually originally part of cognitive behavioral therapy. Thoughts, what we're thinking, create our feelings, right? Which then allow us to look for, the things that allow us to take the action, which give us the result, which comes back. And we're like, okay, well, this is the result. So my thought must have been right. Okay. So step one is we get to be in the energy of abundance. We get to be in the energy of possibility. We get to be in the energy of confidence. And these are choices. These are choices. I know I'm kind of wonky here. It looks like I'm freezing a little bit, but this truly is a choice. So if you want to build an amazing business, what are some thoughts that you might think that are going to allow you to feel confident about building and growing a business? Even if you don't know how, it's okay. Even if you don't know how, it's okay. Right? Because those thoughts are actually going out into the world. And the way that you feel from those thoughts are actually drawing results and things to you. Okay. So I want to share my screen with you because what we're going to go through today, the exercises that we're going today are going to help you establish the confidence so that you can have specific thoughts to feel confident so that then you can take the right action to create the results with whatever the result is that you want. By the way, I don't know if you guys know, but you can actually reverse engineer this too, right? So for example, a result would be a successful business, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. So from result, what are the actions that I would take to create a successful business? I don't know. Let me think about it. What would somebody who does that do? Right? What are the feelings that I would feel as I'm taking those actions that would allow me to feel good about taking those actions? And what are the thoughts that create the feelings? So we can do it from top down or bottom up. Okay. But this is a little peek into neuroscience, which is what I mesh together with my coaching so that I'm giving you more than just strategy. I'm helping you implement and take action when what is in between our head is actually getting in our way. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share where is it? There it is. We are on day 2. So let me scroll back down to day 2. And the first one was, are we curious or are we committed? That's why I asked you to say you are willing to build a biz. Are you just curious about building a business or are you committed to building a business? And I said, for those of you that are just here to grow an expensive hobby, I'm probably not the coach for you. But if you're committed and you want to learn, even if you don't know how, that's totally fine. We just get to be committed. Okay. So when we do that, what are some thoughts? Think about that. Like when I'm committed to building a business, right? We've got some thoughts that are going on, right? If we're committed, we're like, I might not know how, but I can do this. I might not know how, but I'm committed. Like I can figure it out, right? That's a thought that creates a feeling in our body, right? Another question that we can ask ourselves to tap into this energy of abundance is, who are you and why are you doing what it is that you do? This is not about the money. This is about, why are you doing what it is that you do? What is the purpose behind why did you get into this work? Why did you get into this work? Why did you become a health coach, life coach, energy worker, mindset coach, whatever it is that you do, functional nutritional therapy practitioner? Who are you and why are you doing what it is that you do? We get to come back to our why. Because if we are not clear about why we are doing the work that we're here to do, then we actually kind of get in our way as well. We want to know, who are we? Why are we doing what it is that we do? This brings us back to our passion, right? I'm here to help women create financial success in a business doing what it is that they love so that they can also use their gifts to change the world. Okay. And then how does your work serve the clients that need you? Notice that this is also about our ideal clients, right? How does the work that you do serve the clients that need you? What happens if they don't find you? What happens if they don't find you? What happens to the woman who is struggling with insulin resistance or diabetes and she doesn't find you? What happens to the woman who is in a toxic marriage and is too afraid to stand up for herself? What happens to, the woman who just thinks that she's no good and she's stuck in self-doubt? What happens if she doesn't find you? This is important because this is a deeper why. We can show up for somebody else sometimes a lot easier than we can show up for ourselves, right? And what happens if they do find you? What's the trauma that they get to release? What's the ancestral whatever that they're holding on to that they don't have to take anymore into this next phase of their life? How does it affect their family, their community, and the whole world when they have the transformation that your service provides? When you're clear here, notice how that feels. Notice how that feels in your body. That feels a certain way in your body. When you think about the work that you're here to do and how it benefits others and how it actually is creating a ripple effect, because I guarantee whatever it is that you're doing right now is creating a ripple effect. Whether you're building your business or not building your business, it is creating a ripple effect. We are powerful creators. We are creating all the time. So how will it affect their community, the family, and the world when you are here to do what it is that you're meant to do? Maybe it means that there are happier, healthier families. Maybe it means that women are feeling more empowered. Maybe it means that people are feeling more confident. Maybe it means that that resonates and people are being affected because we are affected by other people's choices and energies, right? And so from this service, then we can decide, okay, yes, oh my God, my work is really important. Like if somebody doesn't find me, if I don't show up to do this work, I'm actually abandoning them on Pain Island. Call it Pain Island or Pleasure Island. I'm basically saying, yeah, I know you're struggling, but I'm too afraid. I'm too in my own self-doubt. I'm too in my fear to actually invite you off of Pain Island into something different. That's what happens when we don't invite people to work with us or when we're afraid to charge. So if you're committed and you want to build a business, then you just get to decide how much money would I like to earn from my business? You're a business owner. You are now a CEO. How much money do you want to earn? What does it look like? Is it a certain dollar amount? Is it a certain number of clients that you want to work with? Doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong, but you just get to decide. And what's more important than the actual dollar amount is what are you going to do with that money? What are you going to do with that money? Why is it important for you to create this business? Why is it important for you to create that dollar amount each month or the number of clients each month? It is going to give you something other than just the money. But we have to kind of be clear first. How much do we want to make? If it's 5K a month, great. 10K a month, great. 50K a month, great. It doesn't matter. But what are you going to do with that money? What is it that you're going to do with the money that is going to create a difference for you and your family and also your community? Money really wants to be told where to go. Money is currency. It likes to flow and it wants to be told where to go. So instead of just saying, I am just going to, make 100K this year, great. What are you going to do with that 100K? Where's it going to go? Is it going to pay off bills? Is it going to pay off a car? Is it going to pay off debt? Is it going to fund a family vacation? Is it going to buy a new car? Is it going to what is it going to do? So that you can be clear that this money that's coming into you, that you are creating, that you are allowing yourself to receive in service of helping other people get the life and the health that they need, is also serving your family. It's also serving your purpose. It's also serving your vision. So how does it do that? How is it of service? Right? For me, I knew that I wanted to build a business that was, and look, I had no idea that I was actually going to go into business coaching. I shared this with you guys last time. I just knew that I wanted to build a coaching business that is going to allow me to be home when my kids were home from school. I had homeschooled them. And then after the divorce, I had to put them in school. So I knew that I wanted to create a business that was going to allow me to have time freedom to go to the soccer games, to go to the football games, to also pay my mortgage, to put food on the table, right? And then put them through college without having to take a loan, to be able to contribute to, a car when they were getting a car, to be able to give back in other ways. Okay. So you earning money is not just about being selfish and hoarding money. You earning money has a greater purpose. So we get to have the both and. We are here to help people, and we are also here to allow us to help others by sharing our income. Okay. So what we're going to do when we think about this piece, and we're going to go into magnetizing actually our dream clients tomorrow, I think. Let me see. Hold on. Yep, tomorrow. But this energetic space first is going to be important, because when we are clear here about what it is that we do when they find us, how more excited are you to actually put yourself out in the world? Now that you know that your work is really, really important, that if somebody doesn't find you, this is what's going to happen to them. If somebody does find you, this is what can happen. And that you get to make right livelihood. This is right livelihood, right? Because if we don't have a successful business, then we just have money going out. But when we do have a successful business, not only is that going to contribute to the people that we are serving, but it's going to allow you to do other things. Maybe you want to build a maybe you want to bring on a part-time VA. Well, guess what? That's a piece of your income that's going to support somebody else's job. Maybe you want to invest in your business. Well, guess what? That is allowing the currency to move so that you can have greater knowledge to build and grow your business. So I'd love everybody to pop in below. What is just one way that your business actually serves people? What is your way that your business serves people? What's going to happen when they do find you? What's going to happen when they don't find you? Did anybody see, and you probably have seen this, I'm probably dating myself. Oh my gosh, what's that word? What's the name now? Oh my gosh, Melissa, you're gonna need to help me. What's the movie where the guy dies, but every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings? Oh, Good Life or something. Like
It's a Wonderful Life.
yes, that's it. It's a Wonderful Life, right? You guys, we watched that movie because his life mattered, right? Your life matters too. Your life matters because you are here to make a difference for people. And when you are making money in your business, it also means that you're making a difference for people because they are investing in their own health and wellness. They are putting skin in the game to actually show up and implement what it is that they're learning so that they can have a healthier, happier life. Right? So I don't see anything coming in the chat. You guys go ahead and pop in here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now they're coming in. When they find me, they will feel relief and empowered. If they don't find me, they'll continue to feel lost and overwhelmed. Yeah. My business helps women in the second of their life embrace their authenticity, their voice, and their passion so that they can thrive. Yeah. They gain confidence and inner knowing so that they can live more happily and spread joy. Those are important things, you guys, right? You're here to do this. But if you don't have a business and if you're not making money, those things aren't going to happen. Those things aren't going to happen. Okay. Tara says confident women make better mothers, partners, and job colleagues. Amen, sister. Amen. Yeah, they will find Christ-centered conflict resolution techniques. Amazing stuff. Yeah, fantastic. Each and every one of you have something on your heart that is here to serve the world. When they find me, they gain clarity and live authentically. Cynthia, fantastic. Right? So this is more about money. This is about how your business and how your services are actually a real business that are helping make the world a different thing. Right? Helping to make the world different so that they can live happier, healthier lives. Who's up for that? Who's up for having a successful business that allows you to support others in living a happy, healthier life? Pop yes in the chat for me, if that is you. 100%. Yep, 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 yep. Great. Amazing. Cool. How would it feel? I would love everybody to let me know. I want you to imagine that you've got this successful business going already. I want you to imagine that I want you to see yourself with clients and they're saying, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like if it wasn't for you, I would be stuck in what? If it wasn't for you, I would be stuck in what? Because of you, I have been able to create what? What is the experience? Right? And I want you to imagine that you are feeling so excited and so joyful because you get to wake up every morning and serve these people in the way that you most want to serve them. And you get to be excited about that. This is a get to, this isn't a have to. This is about building a business that you love that changes lives. Right? And as you see yourself serving these people, and as these people are telling you how much you've changed their life, I also want you to see that there is income coming into your bank account. And I want you to see yourself using that money in a way that is also going to benefit your family and your community. And I want you to notice how that feels. I want you to notice how that feels. It's a both and. You get to help people and you also get to receive so that you can also help people. So that you can help others, so that you can help your family, and that so that you can also receive for yourself. Okay? What I see with women who don't allow themselves to receive, that are in the energy of scarcity, is that they actually create more scarcity when they're trying to build and grow their business. This is why this is the first place we start. If you are afraid to receive, and if you're in the energy of scarcity, what you're going to do is you are going to call more people who are going to give you evidence that you cannot build this business. You are going to create more evidence for people that say, I can't afford it. You're going to create more evidence for people that say, I just don't have the time. I don't have the money, right? The energy that you're in is going to draw people to you. So if we are in the energy of scarcity, we are going to create more things in our world that give us the feeling of more scarcity. Okay, so I want you to come back to, and Gloria says it feels so good. Yes, it gets to feel good. And when we are feeling good, guess what happens? We want to take action. We want to create it, right? When we are feeling good, when we are feeling confident, then we're like, yeah, I'm here to do big work. I'm going to do the next thing. I'm going to see who I can serve. I'm going to create something. I'm going to start to implement the strategy, right? I'm going to teach you the strategy. I promise I will give you strategy. I'm a strategy coach. Definitely will give you the strategy. I'll tell you what's working. I'll tell you what's not working. But we have to start here first, right? Because if we're in the energy of scarcity, if we're in the, I don't know, this isn't going to work, then you will actually create people, attract people to you that tell you that they're not going to invest. Okay. So what energy do you want to be in? Pop in the chat. What energy do you want to be in? How do you want to feel when you wake up in the morning? How do you want to feel when you wake up in the morning? There's no wrong answer. Great. Tara says, great. Abundance and confidence, energized and excited. Yeah, energized. Fantastic. I want to feel empowered, certainty and abundance. Fantastic. Empowered. Great. So guess what? That is your home base energy. What that means is that that energy that you want to feel, if you want to feel confident, if you want to feel energized, if you want to feel excited, that means that you get to ask yourself, what are some thoughts that I want to put on repeat that are going to allow me to have this feeling of confidence, of energy? This is your home base energy. This is the place that we know things get to happen from, right? Cynthia says expansive and joyful. Wake up with the energy of self-respect and confidence. Absolutely. I call this our home base energy because when we're in that energy, that's when possibility happens. When we're in that energy, that's when people come to us. When we're in that energy, that's when the idea pops in. When we're in that energy, we are in that energy of abundance that creates more of that energy that we're in. Right? When we appreciate what it is that we have now, we actually get more of that. When we are looking at what it is that we don't have, we get more of that. Right? Can you see how important this is for us to choose our thoughts and our energy really carefully? Yeah. Great. Yes. Thank you, Mary. Grateful and abundant, not anxious. Great. So on the back of not anxious would be what? Calm, right? Confident, right? We want to make sure that whatever energy we are choosing is actually the actual energy that we want, not what it is that we don't want, right? So we don't want to say not anxious. We want to say calm or confident or certain, right? How would your life change if you woke up? How would your business change if you were in that energy? Right? This is step one. This is the foundation of your business. And whenever you become what I call out of alignment with this energy, we just get to recalibrate. Because what you are creating from is what you are putting on repeat 51% of the time. If you know that you create from an energy of expansiveness or loving or abundance or calm, then the thoughts that you want to think 51% of the time that create that feeling are going to be what you want to do first thing when you wake up. Okay? First thing when you wake up. Again, don't worry if you happen to fall into scarcity or doubt. It's okay. But we want to come back as quickly as possible to, oh, oops, I got on the wrong train. Because it really is a train of thought, right? It's a train of thought where our brain goes. One thought leads to another, which leads to another, which leads to another, which gives us a feeling, which has us either hiding or taking action, which has us in fear that I don't have enough, or actually doing the things that are going to propel our business forward. Okay. So as an empowered leader, which all of you are, and you all said yes, that you are here to build an amazing business from an energy that feels really, really good, that's how you start to implement the right strategy. We're going to talk about the strategy tomorrow. We're going to talk about the three main things that you're focusing on, which is attracting people, the right people into your ecosystem, nurturing the people that are in your ecosystem so that you're actually creating real connections, just being a real person and not a salesy weirdo, right? And then actually making invitations for people to work with you and how you get to do that in a way that feels good to you. And I'm sharing with you my roadmap. Okay. So you can either decide to try to do it on your own, which is totally fine, or you can use my roadmap, which is what I teach inside of Activate Abundance Academy. And one of the things that I know is that what I am here to do is to share my roadmap with the women who want to build and grow an amazing, abundant business from an energy of abundance and calm and confidence and certainty. And if I didn't invite you to ask yourself if you want my support, I would actually be abandoning you on Pain Island. So it's one of the reasons why inside of your workbook, you actually see information about Activate Abundance Academy. It is the program that I give you my blueprint and I teach you not only how to daily align to the energy that you want to be in, but I give you my blueprint and my strategy that you can follow so you know what to focus on, when to focus on, what are the 20% of the things to focus on consistently, and more importantly than information is implementation. And we all know that we can create a plan and that plan doesn't exactly work, right? We're like, oh, oops, I just bumped up against something and I'm not sure what to do, right? When you work with a coach and when your clients work with you, you are actually helping them navigate the nuances, right? We all have access to information. Every single one of you have access to information, right? You can go buy a book on how to build a business, but it's information. It's not implementation. And what you're missing and what your clients are missing is not just the information. Yes, you need the system, but you also need the accountability so that you're following through, taking the actions that lead to your results, right? And you've got the right actions to take in the right order, and you can actually have somebody to ask your questions, right? Because 9 times out of 10, when we try to do it our own, when we are popsically sticking things together and duct taping things together, We don't know what it is that we don't know. We need to work with somebody who's going to help us navigate those challenges. And that's what I help people with, women with, inside of Activate Abundance Academy. So many of you got an email this morning by mistake, by the way, that was not supposed to go out until this evening, with an invitation to join me inside Activate Abundance Academy. I only open this up a couple times a year, and I take a very select few number of people. We're only taking 10 into our cohort this time. Why? Because I am within your business with you. You've got my heart, you've got my brain, you've got my eyes, and I have a certain amount of energetic capacity. And I want to make sure that I know what's going on with you. So this is not a, do-it-yourself course. This is a combination of one-on-one support combined with strategy. And you also have access to a lot of things that I needed when I was building and growing my business that I didn't have. I didn't understand tech, and I needed help with that. So we have a tech coach. So for those of you that are like, oh my God, email list, what the heck is that? Opt-in, registration page, I don't know. How do I do that? How do I share a freebie, right? This is something that you have to have in your business. There are foundational pieces that you need to have. And so my job is to collapse the timeline. And that's what Activate Abundance Academy does, is it collapses the timeline so that you can build and grow your business a lot quicker. We also have mindset and success coaches. Melissa Holman here is actually one of our success coaches. We call her a solution-focused coach. Because guess what? We're not focused on problems. We want to know what the solution is. So we're going to help you get through whatever issue or nuance is going to help you with. Okay. We're also, again, going to give you the daily alignment practice. We're going to help you know exactly what to do to attract people into your ecosystem, how to nurture them, how to invite people, and to have something that you could put on repeat that leads with value and that feels really, really good for you. So you guys have access to all of that inside of your workbook. You've got the link there that you can actually, take a look at. But I am going to put the link here in the chat in case you guys don't have it, because we do have a special time frame here for those of you that are action takers. So for those of you that know that you're tired of struggling, you're tired of waiting, 12 years to create a business, you're tired of duct taping and popsicling things, stick things together, and you're ready to actually do the thing, then we do have a fast action taker bonus. Now, Activate Abundance Academy is a year-long program for a reason. It's because I want you to get something up and going and on repeat, and I want my brain and my eyes and my heart with you on repeat over and over again so that you can hone and master your process, so that you walk away having a sustainable, predictable business that is bringing income into your business consistently. Okay. And in order to do that, it takes time. It takes time. And what we've got here with you is we've taken all of the things, copywriting. We have done for you email templates. We have done for you messaging templates. So you don't have to try to figure out, I don't know, what am I going to say? What do I say in a DM? What do I say in an email? You have 100 email templates that you can use to send either a invitation, to create opt-ins. You've got 3 of my talks that I did when I was building and growing my practice. We are giving you all of the things that you need so that you can collapse the timeline quickly, because I want you changing lives. Because that's what my job here is to help you build a business so that you're actually changing lives. I'm not doing my job if you're not bringing clients in. Okay. So for the next 48 hours, we've got a couple really cool bonus things. Number 1 is the first 4 that work with me, because we already had somebody join. So she took the first spot. You get a private 30 days with me to create a cash infusion in your business, because I know you need money in order to invest in your business. So you get a private cash infusion with me, which is to create 5K to 10K in your business in the first 30 days. I want you knowing that you can do it. Melissa is an example of creating 5K in her first month. Amber, another one of our clients, created 26K in her first 6 weeks. Okay. It's you and me for 30 days to create an offer, to know where it is that you're going to reach out so that you can actually start bringing income in your business. Okay. So that's for the next 4 people that decide that they want to go in and have the support and my blueprint and the one-on-one calls with the tech coach and the one-on-one calls with the success coach and the copywriting coach and all of the things that we need. You get that. The other thing that you get is for the next 48 hours, everybody who joins is going to get an additional month. So for $1,000 down, you absolutely get to start immediately. You'll get access to Activate Abundance Academy and to our community of amazing women that support each other. Absolutely. And your payments will not start until the following month. So $1,000 down, and then it's 12 payments of $1,333. Okay. We actually did the math when we added all of the things, and I can guarantee you I've spent multiple six figures in building and growing my business. So I know what works and I know what doesn't. I've made some bad decisions too. I will tell you that. Everything in here is definitely worth over 50 grand. If you were to hire a marketing coach, you or somebody to help you in your business for a year, you would be spending probably anywhere between 25 to 30K just on that. If you were to hire a tech coach, you would be spending a good 5K to 10K on that. Okay. If you're to hire a business coach, it's going to even be more money. So we're taking the value of this program. It's actually worth 50K. We're only charging 20K, and we're actually opening it up for enrollment at only 16K. So you can make one payment of 16K, and you'll also get access to an amazing program, which I see some of my clients here, Amy and Trina, Holistic Business Foundations, which is our business foundations program to help you create your offer, to help you uncover your ideal client, to help you create your high value, high opt-in freebie, all of those amazing things to help you build and grow your business. Okay. So you get a free month and you get a private 30 days. And then in May, we're actually going to kick off at the end of the month, and we might actually even move this into June, a cash flow competence challenge where everybody is going to be working together to create cash in their business. So when I say that you've got me in your business with you, I want you to be creating income in your business because, again, I want you to be changing lives. So the link is in the chat. You can go there, click on the link, take a look at everything's included. It's amazing. It's everything that I wish that I would have had and more, right? And if you are unsure about whether this is a good fit for you, I will tell you, book a call with me. Remember, this is not a sales call. You can either book a holistic audit with me, or you can book a call to say, Chris, this is where I am in my business. I don't know if this is a right fit. Regardless of whether you are a yes or no for the program, I want you coming back and learning the rest of this information. Okay. I don't care if you are a buyer. What I care about is that you are learning the right information from somebody that really knows what the hell they're doing so that you can start implementing those things. What I don't want you to do is keep popsicling, sticking, and duct taping things together. That is having you still throw spaghetti at the wall and still spinning and still in overwhelm and still lacking confidence, because that does nothing for your business, right? When we are sitting on the fence, we're doing nothing. We're not going right. We're not going left. We're not going up. We're not going down. So whatever it is that you decide, my job on any call with anybody is to only help you make a decision. That's it. If it's yes, great, let's go. If it's no, great, tell me what it is that you want. I'll refer you. I'll send you to somebody else where you get what it is that you want. That's totally cool. But what I don't want you to do is staying stuck in scarcity and doubt and overwhelm, because that does nothing. It does nothing for you, and it does nothing for the people that are meant to work with you. Okay. So Melissa was very, very generous. She is our success coach. She popped her Facebook profile in there. If you have any questions about Activate Abundance Academy, you can ask her. And if you want to talk to any of our clients, happy to, absolutely. I am not one of those coaches that does not allow you to talk to clients. I want you to talk to my clients. I want you to know the value. I want you to know what you're getting out of it. I want you to know what their experience is. Okay. So we are coming back here tomorrow and we are diving into our client pathway. So it's the client pathway one-on-one. It's important to know what happens when somebody comes into your ecosystem and why we can't just go from stranger to buyer right away. It doesn't work that way. Okay. What you're going to learn over the course of the next several days is what piece of this might you be missing. I want you to think of it as like 3 legs of a stool, right? So that you can say, oh, okay, I'm missing this piece. So this is the piece that I'm going to dive into. Okay. So book a call with me if you want to chat about whether this is a good fit for you or not. Click on the link that comes to your email and check it out. Check it out. Take a look that's in there. See if this is something that resonates with you. Again, I am never in the energy, and Melissa will tell you, and many of my clients will tell you, I'm not interested and dragging you across the finish line. I am not interested in convincing or persuading you to work with me, because if I have to do that before you work with me, I'm going to be dragging your butt through the program for a year, and I don't want that. Sorry, got to row your boat. I'll give you the oars, I'll give you the boat, but you got to row it. Okay, so one of the things that I am absolutely a stand for is that you are capable and you can do it. I will give you the strategy, I will hold your hand, I will cheer you on, but you have to be committed and not just curious. Curious is learning more information and not taking action. Committed is implementing the information that you have. So if that is who you are, you're a great fit for me, and I would love to have a chat with you and invite you into the program. All right, so I am gonna close down our call today, and I would love to know, when you are in the energy of abundance below, what do you feel is possible for you? If you are in the energy of abundance, confidence, calm, certainty, what is possible for you in your business? What becomes possible when you're in that energy? I'd love to know. You guys, I'm going to actually take me off a spotlight so that I can see you guys. Come off mute. Tell me what's possible when you're in the energy of confidence, when you're in the energy of abundance, when you're in the energy of excitement. What is possible for you? Lauren says anything. Creativity. Great. What else? What's possible? Anything is, yes, but what is possible for you that you want to like have as an anchor? Paige, to thrive and not just survive, right? Yeah. Drive change in the world. Yeah, we get to do that. One woman at a time. Absolutely. Walking in purpose. Absolutely. It is possible to dream bigger. Yes. Freedom of time while serving others. Joy, authenticity, community. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the energy that when you wake up tomorrow, I want you to ask yourself tomorrow, this is your homework. What energy am I choosing to be in today? And I want you to write down about 5 different thoughts that give you that feeling. Yeah. So if you want to be in the energy of confidence or calm, I want you to write down 5 thoughts that allow you to feel confident or calm. Okay. And then watch how your day changes. Because I'm going to ask you guys tomorrow, how did your change? How did your day change when you were in the energy of abundance or confidence or calm? I guarantee you more possibilities are going to open from that space. Cool. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here today. Again, if you popped on late and you didn't pop anything in the chat today, make sure that you pop something in the chat, even if it's just I'm here, because we are absolutely going to we're kind of taking roll to see who's here every day so that we can make sure that you get your free stuff, right? So every day that you're here, we're sending you some free goodies. And if you're here for every day, again, just a reminder that we are raffling off a half-day VIP day session with me. It doesn't matter if you buy or not. You do not have to be a buyer to win. You just have to be here to win. Okay. And then again, if you want to book a call with me, please make sure that you've booked your audit. Oh, one other thing, just in case you guys aren't here tomorrow. If for some reason you want to book a call and you want to lock in on that discount, right? You're actually saving $4,000 to join us inside of Activate Abundance Academy. As long as you book the call before the 48 hours are over, I will hold that discount for you. So even if you book the call with me to talk to me about Activate Abundance Academy within the next 48 hours, even if that call doesn't happen until next week, I will hold that discount for you, because I know that these spots are filling up really quickly. Okay. So it will allow you to not feel crazed about making a decision. Okay. I don't want you to feel crazy about making a decision. I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, fear of missing out. But I do want you to know that if you feel like this is something that's going to serve you, that you do take action, because we do have some extra bonuses for those of you that are ready to go all in. All right. All right, my friends, thank you for being here today. I will see you back here tomorrow, and we will make sure that this gets up in the replay page by tonight. So if this was beneficial to you and you wanted to re-listen to it, it will be there for you. All right, my friends, have a great evening. Bye.